Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm so happy to see you. This will be coming out on Thursday. It is Tuesday right now. The reason it's going to be coming on Thursday is usually I film Wednesday. I'm going to make a video that's just, it's not going to be that long. It's just going to show the schedule of when the videos come out. Someone's asked me about that, and I know when I schedule them, and it's supposed to be on a schedule. When I publish them on a schedule, they say it's very important, so your followers and your subscribers will know when to come looking. I don't really think my subscribers say, oh no, I got to get home right away, David's coming out with the video. It's not like that. It's not like we'd watch something on television on channel 4 when there was a channel 2, a channel 4, a channel 7, a channel 13, which was showed oldies and stuff, and that was about it. We had 4 channels. If you didn't watch it now, you had to wait till it came out next Christmas or whatever. Now everything is available at all times. I got to get home to watch Charlie Brown Christmas. Nowadays, because oh, I missed it, I'll watch it here. You can binge watch things. So a lot of that stuff has changed, but according to YouTube, it is important. So I will do that. But I don't know if people really care to watch it when it first comes out. Are they saying, oh no, I can't wait? I don't think there's anything like that. Like Taste Test Tuesdays, they come out on Tuesday. That's what I know. So in fact, we're going to have another Taste Test Tuesday coming up on Tuesday. And it's going to follow in a little mini series of products, it may only be 2. I've only found 2 of the drink I had last time. I found 2, but they said that there's 5 flavors. I've been looking to see if I can find the other flavors. I'll order on Amazon and add it to it later. But anyway, today, not many, M-A-N-Y, questions and answers, but mini, M-I-N-I, mini, small, petite one. Just a short one. I don't have that many questions. I have a total of, I think, 3 or 4 questions on here. And we will answer those. Don't forget, subscribe. Woo! There's a question. Have you subscribed? If you haven't subscribed, what's the answer? Why would you subscribe? Please subscribe, like, and share. If you have any questions for next Q&A, right there, down there in the comment section, you can put it there. You can write to me. But if maybe you have a question, these are 4, a total of 1, 2, maybe 3. 1, 2. Oh, I wrote on a napkin and I'm trying to conserve it. Conservation or whatever. This piece has nothing on it, so maybe it's only a total of 3 questions here. 1, 2, let's see. Could have sworn there was 4. Okay, anyway, if I think of it, I'll write it down. But this is the next. I wrote here Q&A next one. So these are the ones that we have. I did get a 3rd one today, so I decided to go ahead and do it. I was going to wait until I had, about 7 or 8. I don't know how many you need for a Q&A, but I figure if I'm going to talk about it for 8 or 9 minutes, I should probably have some of the more than 1 or 2 things to talk about. And these right here are not questions. It's not like yes or no. Like, David, do you like pina coladas? Do you like getting caught in the rain? Maybe I'm not into health food. Maybe I'm into champagne. I don't know. No cocaine, champagne, I don't know. But anyway, that's Rupert Holmes. A lot of people say that they thought that was Jimmy Buffett. No, that's Rupert Holmes. But anyway, that song, and they think it is called the Pina Colada song, but it's called Escape. It's about cheating. A woman wants to cheat on her husband or her boyfriend, and her boyfriend or her husband wants to cheat on her, and we all say, oh, it's so beautiful. It's really kind of sick. But anyway, here we go. First question was I afraid to start acting in my 40s? No, I would, if I was not acting yet, and someone said, hey, David, you got a great look to be an old Danny DeVito. Maybe you could play a tall Danny DeVito. I like George Mike Subs. Or maybe you can do that, and I have. I've told you all about that. If you go to the 100 GECS, if you like the 100 GECS, if you like that kind of music, what kind of music is that? Is that like pop? Is it like rock and roll? What kind of music? That thing just blows my mind, boom, but it's about Fritos and Doritos. And it's 100 GECS, and you'll see me on there. Right as rain. I'm feeling fine as frog hairs. I was on there. You'll see me, and you'll also see Emily. She was on there. And other people, I don't know their names. I know the 100 GECS names, the 2 performers on the 100 GECS, not guys. Yeah, great song. It kind of like, wow, with that. I never, to tell you the truth, I heard there was 100 GECS. Is it a duo? Is it a band? I had heard there was such a thing called the 100 GECS. I had no idea what they were. It sounded kind of like maybe a punk band to me, maybe, or maybe it had some kind of a meaning, like there was an area where there's a lot of, geckos or that kind of thing, and maybe they said, well, we had the 100 GEC festival every summer, 100 geckos. You can find 100 geckos. I didn't know what it was all about, but I do like it. Can't say that it's anything that I can compare it to, really. Like techno, electric. It's not like bubblegum pop, that's for sure. It's not classical, but it's not rude. It's not really, it has a little bit of bad language, but if you watch that 100 GECS, you'll see me being a Danny DeVito guy. And if they wrote me today and said that, I would do it today. If it was my very first assignment, I'd be a little nervous. Oh man, I'm 6,200 done before. I hope they like me. And maybe they don't like me. Maybe a lot of people say, oh, man, they love me, and they really hated you. You no way of knowing. So it's important for you to like you, or for you to love you, and just go do it. Are you 40 years old? So that's what I started. When I did start when I was 40. Let's see, I was 41. No, I just turned 42. I just turned 42, so 20 years ago. I started doing this. I was told I should, and I did. And I'm telling you, you should. I don't know if you really should, but there's work out there for everyone. Every time you're not booked, you're always going to say that they don't book blank. Oh man, they just don't book white people anymore. Oh man, they don't book anyone over 30. Oh, they don't book heavy men. Oh, they don't. It's always, oh, they don't. Oh, they don't. Oh, they don't. Oh, they don't. Now they always joke that you're old when you remember there was a heterosexual couple of the same race in a commercial. You never see that anymore. Now it's always, black and white. There's gonna be an Asian and a black person, and there's gonna be two gay men kissing on the beach, looking at a little shell and all that. All kinds of stuff that doesn't really cover the original norm of advertising. You might would have seen two African American people, or two Hispanic people, or two white people together, a couple, a man woman couple, but now you don't even see that in that. So the whites are gone, and it's got to be a mixed race couple, or a mixed race family. So would I be afraid? No, and you shouldn't be either. There's work for everyone. I've played dead body, I play man in a wheelchair, I play truck driver, guy at a strip club, you name it. If it's a small role, you don't have to dedicate your whole life to learn how to do it. I have looked things up. I was a forklift operator, but I hadn't driven a forklift as a civilian, only as a military. So I had to see like how high do they, when you move the forklift around the warehouse, you have to have the fork at a certain height so you don't break somebody's leg if they don't see it. And they have different things like that, different kind of rules and backing and that kind of stuff. So I had to make sure that the rules I knew from the military were the same as the civilian, and there were some changes. Okay, let's see. Number 2, floaters in my. Okay, do I get floaters? A lot of people have asked me that question before. Most of the problems I think you have with the diabetic is in the back of the eye, and I think the floaters more of front of vision. I'm not sure. Front of the vision. I don't have any right now. Do I get them? Yeah, sometimes. One time I was sitting there, and all of a sudden I thought I was going blind. I mean, I had so many floaters. I had like a few little floaters and a huge floater. I go, oh no, I must have a blind spot in my eye. That's what I thought it was. What was it? I just don't know. Was it conjunctivitis? Was it? I don't know. I did go to optic school. I graduated number 1 in that, but I'm telling you right now, I would have to go to the doctor to find out if it was persistent. That's a lot of the problems we have. If you have it, like right now I have this thing with my nose, but I talked to my doctor today. They'll say if it persists. If it's something really serious, if you have severe chest pains, you don't have to wait for that to persist. Be an ongoing situation. That's probably a 911 or something, or hey, take me to the hospital now. I'm having chest pains. But if you ate, if you went to a chili cook-off and you had 30 different things of chili and a couple of little soda crackers and 4 beers, and you get a little, it might be the chili, but that's something I take seriously. Floaters in the eye, same thing. My toe, anything on my feet, I basically am supposed to call the doctor right then and go to the hospital if it seems to be a problem. Okay, that was the first 2. Floaters, I don't know about floaters. So talk to your doctor if you are getting floaters. It could be related to diabetes. A lot of stuff with the eyes, the feet, circulation, other problems more severe, strokes and heart attacks. So yeah, you want to get that. And then also the floaters you're seeing may be a sign of something else, or an early symptom. They said that was, oh, thank God we got it early. So maybe you're having an issue in your eyes that they got too early. So if you are having a lot of floaters, I would say you gotta go to the doctor. Yeah, go. That's my advice to you. If it's happened to me and I got a lot of floaters in my eyes, they kind of look like snakes, whatever, I would say, yeah, it could be a blood, maybe you have some kind of broken blood vessel. I don't know. Remember, the blood vessels that you have in your head, you will always have those blood vessels. You don't always have blood vessels. Your body will continuously make new blood vessels in your eyes. You will continuously make new blood vessels. The only problem is the blood vessels that they're making are not as strong as the ones you were born with. So you don't want to let those die off. You want to keep as many of those blood vessels in your eyeball head alive so you can have good vision. So they can change some of them, but there's not much they can do if it is a problem. You know, if you're having a continuous problem, diabetes does cause that problem in the back of the eye, so we don't want to have any bleeding and all that stuff. So that's floaters. I'm not an expert on that. I do know eyes. I know the eyes a lot. I know that if we could make a lens of camera, if we could make a camera as good as our eyes, we'd be a quadrillionaire. You'd be the richest person in the world. We don't even come close. Well, oh, AI, we're right there. No, sorry, no. If we can come up with something maybe 20% as good as our eyes work in the form of recording visions and being able to transport those. We have a memory bank, an unlimited memory bank. We get a little fuzzy sometimes, like what? But yeah, no way, no way. Your eyes, guess what? Numero uno. Not even close. Okay, third question I was asked. Was it a question or a statement? Oh, yeah. My doctor said I could start walking. What do you think? Yeah, I think. Yeah, go walk. But the doctor may have been flippant with you or short with you. Maybe they had a little golf game. You always hear about that. Like, oh, my doctor ran out because he had to go hit a 3 o'clock tee, and it was 1 o'clock. I don't know if that's on all the sitcoms, Bewitched. They had one about that, and Andy Griffith or whatever. Everybody had to go play golf. Do they all play golf? No, maybe they play video games. They want to go to their office and play video games. I don't know, but maybe that doctor didn't give her the whole story. I told her, please talk to your doctor, because when I first was allowed to start exercising, I could only go to a place that had a defibrillator. I had to have a defibrillator available for me in case. That was when I was at my unhealthiest. Then it went from there to you could walk around the block once. You could walk around the block now 2 times, and that kind of thing. When it first very started, they didn't want me to go even really further than getting up, walking to the mailbox, and I don't live on the Ponderosa, to walk 50, 100 steps, get the mail, turn around, come back, sit down. That's what they want me to do, and that's basically what I could do. You know, so a lot of times people will say, well, you're on a diet, that means you need to not eat a lot of food. You're on a, yeah, that's, how many times do you hear that? Oh, I'm on a diet. Well, what diet is it? Oh, okay. So maybe a caloric-based diet you want to reduce. But the whole world is on a diet. So the doctor who told that person it's okay to walk, she needs to ask questions. You must. Oh, that's the other one I have to do. Boop, boop. I won't do it. I'll put it on the next one. It's about. I know what it is now. No, I did remember something. It was someone that asked me that on my way out the other day, and I was going to write it down, but I couldn't write it down because I was driving and my pen didn't work. So, yeah, so walking, that's great. Number 1 exercise for diabetics, get out there and get moving. I'm standing up right now. I'm not supposed to be because I got the alley toe. So that's thrown me a big wrench in the mechanical workings, you know, messed me up a little bit. Did I remind you to subscribe? Okay, yeah, it's the number 1 exercise. So for me, yeah, I miss it a lot. I want to get out there and walk. But when I started, I asked my doctor, they said, you can get some exercise now. Oh, great, I'll go to the gym or I'll go play basketball. No. I mean, walk to the mailbox, get the mail, come back in. That's what was the beginning of my process. Then I was at my heaviest. They finally said, okay, so I was able to do some exercise, but I had to do it at the YMCA because they had a poof, and they didn't make them go play basketball, you know, 3-on-3 full court. What they're saying is I could ride the stationary bike or maybe get on the elliptical for a little while or the treadmill, and I could do that, and I could walk. But they didn't want me to walk places where it wasn't in public. A lot of times we like to get out there and just walk, and oh, it's not nice and private. And look at that hawk flying over, and you know, was that a bunny? That kind of stuff. But they didn't want me that far away from medical attention. So if I was gonna go hike a trail, some the Appalachian Trail or something, that'd be a no, because they don't want you to be away from where emergency vehicles can get you if they need to, and they may need to. You may be feeling just fine, and all of a sudden you get a little headache, my stomach, and all of a sudden, boom, you're having a heart attack. Who knows? You get a little pain in the arm, and you're 8 miles out, and it's spotty on the. Yeah, I'm out here on this big long hike. Overnight hike, and I don't. Where are you? I see a boulder, and I think I smell a bear, and then that's it, and then that's it. X's on the eyes. So if you're going to be walking, you're probably going to do things like this. Maybe you can walk around the track. If they have a high school, some of the high schools will open up, or the junior highs, mostly they have or mall walking. Mall walking is good. There are the defibrillator machines there. Walk where you can be seen. Let people know where you're going. Carry your cell phone. Make sure you hydrate up before you go. Get a lot of hydration in there. You may just get you may get a leg cramp. You may get a little cramp. You think, it's nothing. And maybe it is something. A lot of times, nothing is really something. So go to where you can. Talk to your doctor before you do anything. Do not do any walking program. Like someone's asking me, David, what about this walking around the Rose Bowl? Well, it's 3 miles around. Can I go do it? Yes. How many times can I do it? In a reasonable afternoon of 5 times. I can go 15 miles. I'll be tired, but I can do it. Can you do that if you're just starting? Maybe not. You have to build yourself up to it, and that's just building yourself up to it, not just for not being tired or not having pain in my legs. I don't get pain in my legs from walking. I get pain in my legs from not walking now. But when I was walking 20 miles a day, 310 miles, whatever it worked out to be. If you go back to my birthday month challenge, you'll see that how many steps I walked. 610,000 steps in the month of November, and there's actually 2 days I couldn't walk. It rained, all kinds of obstacles, but I got it done. But I had to work myself up to that. It wasn't like one day I did nothing, the next day I started doing those days of of 10, 11 miles a day. No, I couldn't do that. So it was a lot of walking. So check with your doctor. So that's what I have to say to her. Please, everybody, have a great day. Get some exercise if you're allowed to. Eat right. Eat right and exercise more. They always say eat less and exercise more. That's wrong. It should be eat right and exercise more. And my right is different than your right. Our wrongs are probably, a lot of our wrongs are probably the same. Things we're not supposed to do. Neither one of us should do. But some things might be perfect for your diet or not perfect for mine. I try to have a real nice green, colorful plate with mixed greens, maybe a little chicken breast here, and something like that. Without bread, it's tough. I like to have salads. Do I miss bread? Yes. Do I miss ice cream sandwiches? Yes. I miss a lot of those foods. I do. I miss it. Do I get cravings for them? Yes. There's some restaurants I really can't even go into, or places like if they make those big artisan breads and the big whipped butter, and no, because I'll eat too much, and I know I will. So I can go to the grocery store and walk around and take photos of stuff. And what the heck is this? And hey, look at this. There's a gummy bear bunny or something. I can do that, but I can't bring a lot of it home and think I'll just eat this amount. So if I want to get a box of Captain Crunch for a celebration, and the serving size is 1 3/4 cup, or let's say it's 1.5 cups, and I say, okay, I'm just have half a cup, and then I'll have it 3 weeks from now. I'll have half a cup, and then all of a sudden it's 4 hours later, and there's an empty Captain Crunch box in the trash can. Oops, who did that? I'm the little one home. So, yeah. So the 3 questions about the floater, starting acting at 40, no problem. Floaters, definitely get that checked. Exercise, I'm glad that the doctor's now saying you're allowed to exercise. Very happy when I hit that milestone in my journey, but you must talk to your doctor. Have a great day. This will be out Thursday. I'm not really sure what time yet. Thursday, and I will do one of scheduling and that other question I got asked just now. I'll do a Q&A. I'll add that to the next Q&A. It wasn't that pressing, that it was that important that I had to get it done right away. Like, oh no, I'm having this, or so-and-so told me to do this, and I think you should not do that. Or really, remember, this whole channel is about what I do. So people ask me, David, would you do this? If I say, David, my doctor, one lady was telling me that her sister, in the old days, in the 50s and the 60s, they would take a tablet of speed. I don't know, was it a Black Beauty, a Christmas tree? I don't remember all those names from when I was a kid. But to take a little bit of speed to not be so hungry all the time. So that is not good nowadays. Don't do that. So take care, everyone. Have a great day.